What's up YouTube? Ryan back today with another sports card video. In my last video when we talked about Sapphire cards and how they're going up, I asked at the end of the video if you guys wanted me to put out a long shot prospect video. Like prospects that no one's heard about, prospects that just have fallen off the radar and cards are stupid cheap. Well, that's what we're doing today. I have 5 prospects for you guys that I believe in, at least a little bit, and I think are worth putting a little bit of money on because they are dirt cheap. Welcome back to the channel, you guys. Today I'm doing just that, giving you guys 5 prospects that are just disgustingly cheap, and I'm going to walk you guys through their stats and why I think they're worth buying. And just putting even $10 on, because with $10 you can probably buy multiple cards of these guys, where other players you can't even buy one. So we're going to go through it. I'm going to go from super cheap to my last player. He's a little bit expensive, but he's still cheaper than most. So 5 players, super cheap. Let's do it. My first player on the list today, you guys, is Sam Huff. He's actually the highest ranked prospect on this list, and he's number 78 overall. And honestly, I think his prices should be higher than they are right now. He's 6'5", 240-pound catcher, an absolute massive human being. He's from Phoenix, Arizona, which is pretty cool as an Arizona boy. But look at these stats. I'm going to talk about why I like him and why I think he's worth putting money on, because I'm going to show you guys. His cards are like silly cheap. So, really good rookie ball year, hit 330 with a 436 on base percentage, 920 OPS in 28 games. Honestly, I don't know why they kept him in rookie ball for 2 years. I think that was probably a waste for him from how good he did his first year. But he did struggle the second year a little bit. I'm sure they had some scouting reports on him. People knew who he was. Hit 249. He had 9 home runs, though, in 49 games. That's pretty dang good. 118 games at single A level, 241 batting average, 731 OPS. But he hit 18 home runs. 18 home runs, 118 games at 20 years old. I'm cool with that. It's progress. 2019, something clicked. Something clicked in a big way for Sam Huff at A-ball. He hit 333 over 30 games, and he hit 15 home runs in 30 games. Bring him up to high A. Still does pretty good. 262 with 13 more home runs. 751 OPS, not the best. His on-base percentage struggled a little bit. But overall, in 2019, he hit 28 home runs in 127 games with a 278 batting average and an 845 OPS. So really good 2019 year. Took a big jump forward, and then he actually debuted at the end of last year, and he did really well. He played 10 games. He had 33 plate appearances, but he did hit 3 home runs with a 355 batting average and a 1100 OPS. So his debut was really good last year, and I'm still surprised his cards are as cheap as they are. So we're going to jump into that. But I think he has promise, I think he knows how to hit a home run. I'm not saying he's going to go out there and hit 355 this year. I could see him hit 260, 250. But who knows? Maybe he hits 25 home runs his rookie year as a catcher. That's really good. A lot of upside there. Just he knows how to hit a home run. He's proven that. So that's kind of what I'm going off of on this one. His strikeout rate is pretty high. I will say that. He does strike out a lot. But that's stuff that can be corrected, stuff that can be improved on. He's still really young. He's only 23 years old now. So we jump into his cards, you guys. We're going to focus on his 2020 Bowman Chrome. And I'm just going to show you guys the eBay sales here. I'm going to show you guys how cheap his stuff is. Look at this. Base 9.5 from BGS, $14.50. You get 3 Megabox Bowman Chrome firsts for $12. There you go. Bowman Megabox again, $2. SGC 10 Megabox, $20. Bowman Chrome base, $4, and I think that's even expensive. On ComC, you guys, I'm telling you guys, you can buy his stuff for like $1.50 for his Bowman Chrome base. Sparkle Auto out of $2.99, you guys, only $65. PSA 10 Bowman first for $50. Refractor here out of $4.99 for $3.90. He's just really cheap. He's super cheap, and I think he's worth putting some money on. I picked up his Sapphire like 2 months ago, I think for like $15. I was buying his Bowman Chrome base. I think I bought like 5 or 10 of them for like $1.50. Like I said, I don't think I paid more than $2 for any of them on ComC. So check out over there as well. But really cheap. I think he has a chance to be a an elite power hitting catcher. I'm not saying he's going to be an elite hitter, but I think he's going to be one of those catchers that could potentially have the most home runs every year. Sure about how big he is and how well he seems to be able to hit a home run. So Sam Huff, first one on my list for my long shot prospects. All right, let's jump into the really random prospects now, because you guys have probably heard of Sam Huff. He just came out in 2020 Bowman, so he's more relevant, I would say. Next player, you guys, Grant McRae, San Francisco Giants. Grant McRae's number 23 prospect on the Giants. So he's not even close to the top 100. But check this out. I do like him as a player. He's only played 1 year. He got drafted in 2019. He got drafted in the 3rd round. So he played 48 games at the rookie ball level his first year. So full short season in rookie ball. 270 batting average, 379 on base percentage, and a 714 OPS. You know, he hit 1 home run in 48 games, which I'm fine with. At an 18-year-old, like, I don't expect an 18-year-old to hit a lot of home runs, especially out of high school. And him having very little hype on him, I think these numbers are impressive. He also stole 17 bases. He got thrown out 13 times too, but hey, the effort is there. He attempted to steal 30 bases in 48 games, so I'm all for that. But the big thing I'm looking at here with Grant McRae is he hit 270. That's a respectable first year in pro ball, 100%. Also, 380 on base percentage. That is above average, 100%. He walked 30 times in 48 games. So the dude knows how to take a pitch, which is important. That's one of the biggest things I look at when I'm looking at prospects is plate presence. Does he know how to take a pitch? Well, does he chase a lot of bad pitches? Which he might still, because he struck out 54 times in 48 games, but he walked 30 times. So I'm guessing those walks weren't all luck. And, you know, he seems to be a decent hitter. So the bigger he gets, he's really not that small either. He's 6'2", 170. So his frame definitely has room to grow. He could become bigger. That power is going to come naturally to him. And he seems fast. 17 stolen bases in 48 games. That's impressive to me. Grant McRae, he might be the most random one on this list that you guys might not know. But check out these prices and how silly cheap he is. Check out these prices, you guys. 2019 Bowman Draft Refractor Auto out of $4.99. Just sold this week for $2. Base Auto, $11. That makes more sense. The $2 sale, that's crazy to me. Bowman Chrome Blue Refractor, $4. PSA 9, $23 for his base. Raw out of 71 Auto, his Sparkle, $21. It goes on and on. Look at this. PSA 9 Orange Refractor Auto out of 25, $67. That's as far as we have to go. Everything is so cheap, you guys. Again, ComC, you can buy his Bowman Chrome base right now for like 50 cents. Like straight up like 50 cents. It's insane. And I think Grant McRae might be my favorite name on this list as far as just silly cheap with upside. Like, he might be my favorite one on this list because you can't beat his prices. There's going to be no one else I talk about whose prices are this cheap. It is absolutely insane. And I've actually been following him since 2019. Like, after each Bowman product comes out, I usually look at Bowman autos and see which players are just stupid cheap that show upside. And Grant McRae is one of the guys that stood out to me even when the season was still going on in 2019. So Grant McRae, number 2 on my list, just so cheap. Number 3 on the list today, guys, and this might be my most confident pick for who's going to succeed the most out of this list is Benton Doyle. Benton Doyle plays for the Colorado Rockies. He's 22 years old. He was 6'3", 200. He's a big kid. He was drafted in the 4th round in 2019. He went to Shepherd College, so super random college. But look at how well this dude can hit. He played 1 year in rookie ball, you guys, and you can see his college stats. He destroyed college ball, and that's why he got drafted at a college called Shepherd. 2019, you guys, plays 51 games at the rookie ball level and absolutely destroyed it. I've talked about him before. I made a minor league Monday video strictly on him if you want to check that out. But 383 batting average with a 477 on base percentage and a 1,000 OPS, almost 1,100 OPS. 8 home runs on top of that in 51 games. Absolutely destroyed rookie ball. I know rookie ball is not something you look that deep into, but when you see those elite stats, like, those guys pan out a lot of the time. They really do, because clearly knows how to play. 31 walks over 51 games too. Like, literally almost a 500 on base percentage at the pro level. I don't care what level that is. Super impressive. Benton Doyle, insane at the plate. So now we check out his sports cards, you guys, and he is cheap. Cheap. And he's one of those guys that unfortunately was in Bowman Chrome this year and only has an autograph in Bowman Chrome first, which I just really don't like, but he's cheap at least. So his base auto, I actually just bought this one for $26 this past week. I've been meaning to pick one up, but his prices have come down a little bit. It was sitting around 40 for a bit, and now it's back down to like 26, 25 range. His stuff's cheap, $21 there. His green sold for $130, so a little more expensive just because there's no base cards. I'm sure if he did have base cards, they would be just silly cheap, which is unfortunate because I would be buying a ton of Benton Doyle. Refractor auto $50, blue Mojo $70. Like, this stuff's cheap, you guys. It really is. As far as autos go, when I see an auto under $30 of a player that seems really good, I think it's a steal. I really do, especially in the time and place with where the market is. Benton Doyle is very cheap, and that's why I made my list. The dude rakes. Number 4 on the list, you guys, Zach Deloach, Seattle Mariners, drafted in the 2nd round this year. He's 6'1", 205, so another big kid. Went to Texas A&M, and he hasn't played in the pros yet. He hasn't. But this is a guy I do like. I actually just got turned on to this guy probably last week. And someone told me when Bowman Draft first came out, when I did my box, they were like, watch out for Zach Deloach. I think this dude's good. So shout out to that person. If you watch this video, shout out to you. But look what he did in college. Very impressive. So, and I think this is important to note. He struggled his first 2 years in college. He hit 264, and then he hit 200. I will note when he was 19, he played in the Northwoods Summer League, which is a smaller summer league, but hits wood bat. He did really well. He had a 900 OPS. He had 5 home runs in 50 games, 323 batting average. But where I really want to talk about is right here. He played in the Cape. If you don't know what the Cape Cod League is, it's the biggest summer ball league in the country. Literally, if you were a top prospect and gonna get drafted, like, you play in the Cape Cod League. There's so many scouts that watch it. It's literally bigger than college. It is. You hit wood bat, you face the best talent in the country, and he destroyed it. 353 batting average with a 428 on base percentage and a 969 OPS with 5 more home runs in 37 games. Those are some of the better Cape stats I've ever seen. Like, straight up, those are some of the best stats I've ever seen in the Cape. He absolutely destroyed the Cape Cod League. And then his 21-year-old season, he comes back. It got cut short, unfortunately, with A&M, but he played 18 games, and you can just tell he's riding a high horse here. 421 batting average, 547 on base percentages, and a 1,300 OPS. Like, absolutely ridiculous. Hit 6 more home runs in 18 games. Like, he was going to have a massive last year in college, and that's why I got turned on to him. Like, it just seems like something clicked in that Cape Cod League. I don't know if he learned something or he got more discipline at the plate, but something clicked for him in the Cape, and it seems to be going. And I'm super excited to see what he does this year. Check out his sports cards. So Zach Deloach, you guys, another guy, really, really cheap. Base auto, $8.50. Refractor, 99 cents. Blue Wave, $30. Blue refractor base, $7. Like, for a second rounder, that's so cheap, and especially someone that absolutely destroyed it in college. His prices are silly. Again, $15 for base auto. I think this is the one I bought. I bought his Sapphire for $7. Like, I'm really okay with that. Even his Sapphire out of 99, $13.50. Base Bowman, $124. Like, so cheap on Zach Deloach, and I really just don't get it. Like, maybe I'm ahead of the train here, or maybe I'm stupid. Let me know what you guys think of Zach Deloach, but his cards are so cheap. And we can just keep scrolling. You guys can see $1 all around for his base stuff. His autograph is consistently $15 or less. Like, ridiculous. I'm going to be picking up an auto of his just because of how cheap it is. Like, for sure. And I'm going to keep picking up more of his stuff just because I do think that something clicked, and he's running a high horse. I'm really excited to see what he does. He's proven that he can hit wood bat, so that is kind of out of the question for me. Now is really just, can he succeed at the pro level? Because he showed in the Cape that he can hit wood. So we'll see what he can do. Super excited. He's definitely someone to keep on your radar because, man, these prices are really cheap. And the last player on the list, you guys, Mason Martin, Pittsburgh Pirates. He was a 17th rounder in 2017. That's how random he is. But check this guy out. 6 foot, 220. He's a thick kid. Check out these stats. You guys. Really solid stuff here from Mason Martin. He's always been pretty good. He did good in rookie ball, 307 batting average. 2018 has a little bit of a slump. Hit 220 with 14 home runs. 2019 is the last season he played, and he absolutely went off. Absolutely went off. And unfortunately, his cards are a little more expensive than I'd like because all he has is autos again. He doesn't have base stuff, and I really, really am mad at Bowman for this on some of these players, like Mason Martin, because his base stuff would be super, super cheap. But check this out, you guys. 131 games. He played at the A-ball level and high A level. He hit 254, which isn't that great, but he had a 351 on base percentage, which I do like. He ended up walking 68 times, which I think is fantastic at the minor league level. He had a 908 OPS. But his slugging percentage, you guys, 558. He hit 35 home runs with 32 doubles on top of that and 129 RBIs in 131 games. Absolutely ridiculous for Mason Martin. I've heard a lot of comparisons to Pete Alonso, and, you know, if you look up Pete Alonso's stats, like, it goes hand in hand for the most part. So Mason Martin, again, I'm not sure how great of a hitter he will be at the major league level, but I think he's a long shot. Let's check out his sports cards really quick. So like I said, he only has an autograph, and his stuff is a little more expensive. I have a Minor League Monday video on him that I made. He was one of my first ones because people wanted to see a random prospect, and Mason Martin was one of those guys that I did very early in that series. $40 for his base auto there. $70 for his purple. $32 for his base there. PSA 10 refractor. His graded stuff's expensive, so you're looking at $175 there. Refractor auto, $46, $45 there. His stuff is a little expensive, I will say that, but I do think I think he's worth putting on your list, you guys. Again, a base auto around $30, I think is a good buy. It just depends how much you like Mason Martin. I think he's going to get chances. I think he's going to get good chances in that Pittsburgh organization. He's shown that he can hit a home run. This year's going to be very telling for Mason Martin and pretty much for all of these guys. So just put these guys on your radar. Check them out. 35 home runs is ridiculous, though, at the minor league level at 20 years old. Like, that's not normal. So definitely someone you have to put on your radar. I know his batting average wasn't crazy, but his on-base percentage was solid. Like, 68 walks is good. He's shown enough to me in 2019 that if someone misses a pitch, he's going to hit it hard. I forgot I had this up here. I completely forgot. I put it up there before the video, and I forgot about it. This is Mason Martin's Sparkle Auto out of $299. I think I paid like $30 for it like last year before the market really went up. So, yeah, I forgot I had that. All right, guys, that's it for today's video. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. I know this is what you guys wanted. You guys love the cheap cards to buy. I love the cheap cards to buy. Who doesn't love the cheap cards to buy? So we'll see 5 prospects that are super low-key, honestly, and just really cheap. Really, really cheap. I really wish Benton Doyle and Mason Martin had base cards. I'm really mad at Bowman for not doing that because they would be in the same realm as some of these players that we checked out in like the $1 range for their Bowman Chrome. Like, absolutely ridiculous prices on these players, and I think it's worth it. Like, put $10 on Grant McRae, buy 10 of his Bowman Chrome cards, you know? Like, I think I bought a Sapphire last week for $1.50. It's crazy. Like, absolutely insane. Put $10 on Zach LaRoche. Buy 10 of his base cards, right? Like, $1 each. It's ridiculous. Check out ComC because you can buy a bunch of cards and then ship them at the same time to save on shipping prices. Buying singles on eBay at that price, unless it's like free shipping or really cheap shipping, can add up. So check out ComC. I do find prospect prices to be really good on there. Sam Huff's going to have the biggest opportunity this year to have a big jump because he's going to be playing in the pros. Like, there's zero chance he doesn't play this year for the Rangers at all unless he gets hurt. So really cheap on Sam Huff. Put a couple bucks on him. He's, like I said, I was buying his stuff for $1.50. Very cheap for his base stuff. Bought a Sapphire for $15. Like, I'm very cool with that. These are players, if they don't pan out, you're not going to be mad about, right? Like, to me, these are players, if I spend $10 on these guys, like, either I lose $5 at the end of the day or I make a ton of money. So long shot prospects, that's the whole point of this. Super excited. Love this stuff. Let me know if you guys want more of this because there's more prospects out there. They're harder to find for sure, but I can do the digging. I will do the digging if you guys want to see it. So let me know in the comments if you guys want to see more of that. You guys have a great week. I hope this started off your week great. We'll have a Minor League Monday tomorrow with Spring Training Week 2. Highlights from the top prospects. So thank you guys for watching as always, and you guys have a great rest of your day. See ya!